So let's understand today how 10x is relatively easy as compared to 2x. Many people get into the trap of getting to 2x mindset, that they want to double their salary, they want to double their income, they want to double their leads, and they want to do everything double. But more than that, it is very easy that you create a 10x mindset. And this idea came from one of the book which I'm going to share with you right now. And that book actually blew away my mind. And I learned so many things out of that book. But today, let's understand and focus on how 10x is really, really easy as compared to 2x, and what are the problems and challenges in 2x. If you are ready to learn and if you are ready to exponential your growth, maybe it in the case of health, wealth, relationship, money, business, whatever, do you really want to actually do 10x, and do you really want to learn how 10x is easy? Comment 10x so that I'll understand that you are interested. The book 10x is easier than 2x by Dan Suvilon. Every entrepreneur, every business person, every employee who is hungry for growth, who wants to grow in his life, must read this book. Guys, if you belong to any of this category, you are an entrepreneur, you are a freelancer, you are a coach, you are a trainer, you are a business owner, you must watch this short video. So let's understand what is he saying. He is saying that most people reach for a bit more, a more promotion, a little more money, a new proposal, a new personal record. Going for incremental progress is a 2x mindset, which means you are continuing or maintaining what you have already doing. You are letting the past dictate what you do and how you do it. 2x is linear, means you are striving to double your output by doubling the effort. Guys, please understand, when you are having a 2x mindset, the very first thing comes into your mind that let me do something more. Let me put in more effort. Let me put in more. Let me put in more the things. Let me put in more energy. Let me put in more or double the work. Let me do double the work. Say, for example, you are working 8 hours a day. Now, in 2x, you will be working 16 hours a day. That is what you will be thinking. Let me work more. If I'm calling 100 clients, let me call 200 clients. Now, this is where the 2x mindset trap comes into the picture, because predominantly the mind thinks that I need to double my effort. And that is logical. That is absolutely logical that you are doubling your effort. But at the same time, with the double the effort, are you really going to get double the outcome? That is the real question. So let's again understand what the author is saying to us. He's saying, by contrast, 10x is so big and seemingly impossible that it immediately forces you out of your current mindset and approach, because you can't work 10x harder or longer. Brute force and linear methods won't get you to 10x. What do we mean by that? The moment you think that I need to 10x my income, I need to 10x my impact, I need to 10x the things, now instantly your mind will, which is already programmed by 2x, now it will search a way that, oh, I was making 100 calls a day, now for 10x I need to make 10,000 calls. Oh my god, it is impossible. I was working 8 hours a day. For 2x, I was ready to work for 16 hours a day. And now my mind is saying 8 hours of 10x, it 80 hours a day. Humanly impossible. Now, for that, you can't use the old vehicle. See, you can't use the old vehicle to get to the new result. For 2x, you are doubling your effort, that is perfectly fine. Even for 3x, you are doubling your effort, perfectly fine. Tripling your effort, perfectly fine. You are working for 24 hours, perfectly fine. But for 10x, you simply can't do that. Then what can you do? What can you do to 10x your income? What can you do to 10x your things? And here the thing goes, 10x isn't about more, it's about less. Going 10x is a simplification of your focus down to the core essential and remove everything else. See guys, 10x is not about doing more, but it is about doing less, and it is about doing in a less quantity. What do we mean by that? It only means, just let's take example that you are earning whatever you are earning, you know what you are earning right now. Just take an example that you are earning say 50,000 and now you want to 10x your income, that is you want to make 5 lakhs, or you are earning 1 lakh and you want to make 10 lakhs. Now whatever you are putting an effort to make that 1 lakh rupee a month, to make 2 lakhs rupees a month, you might not put the similar effort. You have to do something extra, something different, something more. But from a jump from 1 lakh a month to 10 lakhs a month, you can't simply multiply what you are doing for 1 lakh a month. Are you getting my point? You have to think differently. And differently means totally differently. 10x is not about doing more, it is about doing less by way of removing all the distractions. If I want to 10x my income, if I want to 10x my sales, if I want to 10x my business, I need to focus on the core element of my business. I need to focus on the core element of my sales. I need to focus on the core only. I cannot focus on so many things out there. If I want to really go for a 10x, I can't focus on Netflix, I can't focus on this, I can't focus on cold calling, I can't focus on doing everything myself, I can't focus on everything at the same time, but I need to focus on one core element of my business. Here also, I would like to introduce the 80-20 rule. 20% of your business and 80% of your business. If you just have a look at it, then the 80% people, they are giving you 20% business, and the 20% people are giving you 80% business. Now you need to focus on those 20%. Whatever you do 100%, whatever in say 10 hours, whatever you are doing, maybe 2 hours is the one which is the most productive hours. 8 hours are the ones who are doing so many random things. Now the point here is, what you need to do is you need to focus on that core thing. You need to focus on that core thing, and that is where the 10x growth will happen. Instead of doing everything manually, instead of doing everything by yourself, you need to figure out what is the task which only you can do. It could be sales, it could be negotiation, it could be finding new clients, it could be going and talking to the people, it could be idea generation, it could be innovation, it could be sitting alone and going into a meditative state and getting those ideas. It could be anything. You are the one who can do that. Once you figure out that this is my core strength, this is my core area on which I need to work upon, now the game becomes very, very easy. And 10x mindset becomes absolutely a cakewalk, because you are not doing everything, but you are only doing the thing. Of course, there are so many other steps. If you like the video, please comment 10x so that I will understand that you are liking it, and it will give me motivation to create more videos on the similar topic so that I can give you the whole structure. And if you are willing to work with me one on one, drop me a message and I will connect with you so that you and me will closely work together for your 10x. So that's it for now. Thank you and really work on your 10x. Thank you and bye bye.